And you know, we receive letters, don't we? And we get nice things and stuff. And I was at this show, and this person came up to me, and they were with their mum, and they were sort of quite sort of shy, and said, "Can you read this letter later?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, cheers, thank you." Not really expecting it to be what it was. Obviously, Paul Matty, he got falsely sort of accused, pushed into remand, and obviously had this time in prison that was terrible. You know, he shouldn't have been there really, but now he's back. He's out of prison. I'm out, mate. I'm free. Let's go. And it's going to be really interesting to see how he's going to adapt to life now, because obviously he's been through such a traumatic thing. So I'm really looking forward to doing that and seeing what that's all about. But it's been incredible. I need another sip of coffee. It's been incredible to do. And I think that, as I was saying to you, like when we were walking in, the actors that I were working with were so great. They really brought it. Obviously, Jono was like this nasty character, giving Matty a hard time because of who he is. And then we had the lovely Stacey that was playing Les. I mean, we just hit it off straight away. He's such a nice bloke. And he obviously looks quite rough. Do you know what I mean? He's like a hard
he's a burly,
he's a proper bloke.
yeah.
Like, and what was really interesting is that obviously Matty was put in the position where I've got to tell this person like who I am, because he's asking too many questions, and if I want to be protected from the really bad stuff out there, maybe this will help me. Shall I take a gamble? And I remember feeling really nervous, like in the scene, like even just saying it out loud, because your instinct is like, I don't want to tell this person because they're gonna take it the wrong way. It's gonna make it worse for him. But the fact that he was just like super like fine with it, and you know, he was sort of learning. He's obviously not come across it before, and I think so many people can relate to that. That like they're like, yeah, I don't get it. I've never heard of it before, but actually, that's all right. And I think it was really powerful to have a character like Les go, well, you know, I'm trying to get to grips with it. This is who you are, okay. Well, that's fine by me, as long as you don't nick my tobacco and you leave me alone. Like, I'm Sam with you. And I think that is so powerful, and it was great to show.
It's highlighting the educational
Yeah.
aspect of this debate, which is the most important thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
To bridge that gap between people.
And go, it's all right if you've never heard of it before. Do you know what I mean? It is unusual. It is different to the average. So I think of course you're not going to know everything, and that's all right.
If you had anything to say to anybody who is struggling, what do you think? What did you want the story to show them?
Well, I think this is what we asked our consultant as well, and he said, I want you to show resilience, because I think that
Which you did.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, well, you obviously you can only do what you've got to work with and stuff, but it's like I wanted to show that yes, he's trans, but actually sometimes things happen to trans people that shouldn't happen. Do you know what I mean? Like the judgments and the treatment. And I think for me now, and that's why I wanted to do this part, mate, when I took it on, I wanted to show like people out there that you can be a bit different. It's not even about being trans. You can be from a small town. You can be like different from the average, and still like achieve great things, and still get a job, and still become what you want to do. When I started out, I was like, we weren't sure how this character was going to go down, because like not everyone is understanding, you know. And so I thought, okay, let's go for it, you know, and hopefully I can try and tell a positive story, be a positive representation, and just change, like, take the fear out of it a little bit. And I you know, we receive letters, don't we, and we get nice things and stuff. And I was at this show, and this person came up to me, and they were with their mum, and they were sort of quite sort of shy, and said, "Can you read this letter later?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, cheers, thank you." Not really expecting it to be what it was, and it was basically saying like, thank you so much for like everything you do. Your character in Emmerdale has helped not only me but my family a lot. Some of Matty's storylines have been such big things for me. Whether to someone who's not going through it, it probably seems like a nothing storyline, but hopefully it can educate others as well, which is good, because that's the one thing that we need right now. And they say like, because of you and your character, their mum has been able to like talk about it to them, and been able to sort of watch Emmerdale and go, oh, maybe you should think about that, or have you had that before, or whatever. And it really touched me, and it goes on in so much detail about how much it's helped and why and what it's done to their life at school and everything else. And for me, I was like, wow, like, this is like more than a job. Do you know what I mean?
It
like,
is, yeah.
You know, like for me, like I think I can only, you know, tell Matty's story. I can't tell every. It's like me saying you've got to tell every woman's story. Do you know what I mean? I can't. But what I can hopefully try and offer is like a bit of comfort to people, that they know that there's people out there in the world just like them that have happened to change a few things about themselves, but they're cracking on.
Yeah, and obviously he's had such a hard time.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's going to go positive now.
Can't get any worse, can it?
It can't
The
be.
only way is up, mate.
He's out. He's out of prison.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play it. Let's just hope he stays out of prison, mate.
Fingers crossed.
You make another brew then, or what?
Yeah, I will do.